Hello, friends. Happy Thursday. I hope everyone is geared up and ready for this 3-day weekend. Miss House is excited for a 3-day weekend, get lots of rest, and come back next week rejuvenated and ready to go. But guess what, guys? Miss House is still ready to go today, too. We're ready to go and learn about some bold words today, guys. So that means that our learning goal is that good writers use bold words in their writing. And guess what? We are all good writers, which means we got to use the bold words in our writing. So we're going to learn about bold words today. And a lot of you have probably seen bold words in a lot of nonfiction texts, probably some texts that you've read with Miss Tabby lately. And some of the texts that we read at the beginning of our writing unit for All About Books. So we're going to add bold words to our writing today. And guys, guess what? These words are already in your writing. We just have to make them bolded and choose them. Super simple, easy peasy lemon squeezy. And guys, choosing these bold words starts the process that we are going to continue on Tuesday when we come back from our 3-day weekend of making our glossary as well. So it's super, super, super important that you do this assignment so that Tuesday's assignment can go very quickly for you. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at a book called From Shoot to Apple, and it explains all about how an apple grows, which that's great, fantastic. It's an all about book about how an apple grows. However, we are not super interested in the content of the book today. We are really going to look at the bold words in the book. So let's head on over to that book, guys. Here we go. So we have our table of contents, which we are also going to do next week. I also had to make sure next week. So we are on the first page and we already have our first bold word. So let's go ahead and read to hear this word in context. A farmer uses parts of 2 apple trees to start a new tree. The farmer joins small branches from a grown tree to the trunk of a young tree. The branches are called shoots. So this writer is calling our attention to the word shoots and is telling us that this is an important part in the process of how an apple tree grows. So they made it, and so sometimes, guys, bold words will be in the color black. Sometimes they'll be in a different color, and this is like a reddish brown color, but they can be any color you want. That writer, or us today, we are trying to grab the attention of our readers and let them know that this word is super duper important. So if we keep going throughout our book, we have another bold word. It says when the tree is about 3 years old, it begins to grow flowers. Flowers bloom. That's our bolded word. So the reader is calling our attention to that word and letting us know that bloom is going to be an important part of this process from the branches each spring. So once again, we have another bold word, and it says the apples become ripe. So ripe is our bold word. Once again, the writer is grabbing our attention as readers, letting us know that this word is important. And so if we continue, then we have our glossary. And this has all of our bolded words, and it tells us what those words mean. So today we're going to focus on choosing those bold words, and then on Tuesday we will create our actual glossary. So what you guys are going to need to have is your writing notebook, your writing utensil, which should be a pencil, and this will be helpful for choosing your bolded words. You're going to need your diagram from yesterday. So you need your diagram, your writing utensil, and your writing notebook. So if you do not have all of those things already, I want you to grab those and then you can come on back to the video. So go ahead and pause now. Okay, friends, so now you can see that Miss Greathouse has all of her supplies ready. So I have my writing utensil. I have my lovely hot dog diagram, and I have my writing notebook. So the first thing that we're going to do, so we have everything ready to go, is we are going to turn to our draft of our All About book. So here's Miss Greathouse's draft. Oh guys, Miss Greathouse forgot. You're going to need one more thing. You are going to need either a marker, any color, or a crayon, any color, or a colored pencil, any color. And if you don't have either of those things, then you can go ahead and grab a pen. So you're going to need those so that we can choose our bold words. So go ahead and grab that and then come on back when you're finished. You can go ahead and pause now. Awesome job, friends. So now we are completely ready to go. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to look at my diagram, and I'm going to choose a few words from my diagram to use as my bolded words. So, bun, a bun, I remember that I've used that word in my writing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn to that page where I have bun, and I'm going to make that a bolded word because the diagram is super important in showing the different parts of a hot dog. And some people might not know what a bun is. So I really need to break it down and use bun as a bolded word to grab the reader's attention and let them know that when you're making a hot dog, when you're eating a hot dog, the bun, pretty important. So for those of you who maybe chose like an animal, so maybe you have, excuse me, maybe you have an animal for your diagram. So you could choose maybe parts of their body that you talk about in their writing as a bold word, or if you have a sport, you could talk about maybe the sports equipment that was in your diagram. If you have a mode of transportation, maybe you're talking about a specific part of the transportation, like the lights on a fire truck, or the Miss Greathouse doesn't know a lot about tow trucks, but I know somebody had a tow truck on theirs, and the part that tows, Miss Greathouse doesn't know what that's called, but that's okay. So maybe you're going to choose the hook. That's what it's called. The hook that hooks to the car that helps tow it. You would obviously have to figure out what that's called. You could even call it a hook. So I'm going to choose from my diagram the word bun. So then I'm going to go back in my draft and choose or find the word bun, which is right here. And I'm going to make it a bold word. And guys, guess what? All you got to do, and Miss Greathouse will do hers in black so that you can see it, is trace that word with your marker, pen, colored pencil, or crayon. So there we have it, bun. Bun is now a bolded word. I want to call my reader's attention to that word. So now Miss Greathouse also has hot dog, but if you read a book about hot dogs, you know, it tells you what a hot dog is. So then we have ketchup and mustard. So what Miss Greyhouse is going to do is I'm going to go back. And I have my toppings page, right? And in my picture, which is almost kind of like a diagram because it has all the different toppings for a hot dog, is I could make this word ketchup a bold word. Or if I wanted to, I could add to my writing and say some of these toppings include ketchup, mustard, chili, cheese, onions, jalapenos, all those things. And then make that a bolded word. Or I could also make toppings a bolded word. But I think what I'm going to do for now, and remember you can always revise and edit these later because this is just our draft, is I'm going to make ketchup, and this is written kind of small so it doesn't look great, a bolded word. And then when I revise, I'm going to go back and add the word ketchup in my actual writing, but that is to just remind me to do that. So, for today's assignment, we have to have at least 3 bolded words. So we've got 2 done. So you can choose some from your diagram. You can choose to add some into your writing. And then you're also going to need to find one that's possibly already there. So, I'm going to go ahead and read my first page and see if I can find one there that I think would be important. Hot dogs are grilled. That's important. That's the way that they're cooked. Grilled hot dogs are warm and smoky. So I see 2 possible bolded words here. Grilled, because that's super important for people to know what a grilled hot dog is. And then we also have smoky. So some people might not know what smoky is. Some people might not know what grilled is. But guys, it's also important that you know what your bolded words mean, because you're going to need to know that for your glossary. So I know what grilled means, and I know what smoky means. So guys, could I choose both? Is that possible? It is possible, because you can have as many bold words as you want, but they need to be words that are specific to your topic. So grilled and smoky are both words that are specific to hot dogs. So if you're writing about a penguin, you could choose beak, you could choose fish, they eat fish, you could choose their wings, you could choose their feet are important. But it would not make sense to choose something like the word the. That's just a normal word. It's not related to penguins at all. Same thing if you're writing about basketball. You wouldn't say anything about popcorn or soccer or tennis or anything like that. So you're making sure they are content-specific words so that they're specific to your topic and that they're going to help your reader understand more about your topic. So these words are going to help my readers understand more about hot dogs. Your words might help your readers understand more about a tow truck, a fire truck, a lion, basketball, swimming. So whichever one you chose, these words, these bold words, have to be words that help your reader understand more about your topic. So Miss Greathouse is going to choose grilled. So I'm going to go ahead and trace that with my marker to make it a bold word. And I have grilled twice. Do you guys think I need to make both of the words grilled bolded? We do. So every time you see one of these bold words in your writing, it has to be bolded. So then I'm going to go ahead and do the second grilled. Okay, and then I have to do my smoky because I said I was going to do that one too. Okay, so we have our bolded words. We have 1, 2, 3. This is to remind me to add this to my writing. and 4. You guys need to have a minimum of 3 bolded words. So remember, your diagram can help you use those words, and then just knowing which words are going to help. So let me rephrase that. Thinking about which words that you think are going to help your readers understand more about your topic. So all you guys have to do today is choose 3 bold words. Okay, easy peasy lemon squeezy. I would try to spread them out throughout your writing. And then you're just going to take a picture of each page that has bolded words on them, and you're going to submit it to Seesaw, and you are good to go. So I hope you guys have a fantastic 3-day weekend, and I look forward to seeing you guys on Tuesday to start our glossaries. Bye, guys.